Hey, good evening, everybody. It's me and Jennifer, my sister. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live and my sister Jennifer. And today, it's Sunday night, Valentine's Day weekend, and we are here at our shopping center here in Virginia Beach. And today we thought it'd be a really good idea to do a clearing class together to show you how we work on our stuff in our family, okay? Jennifer is my sister. She is the manager here at our shopping center. And we work together with all our other people to do the best job we can do from love, right? Okay, so that said, tonight we thought we'd do a clearing class just to give you guys an idea, more of an idea of how we work through family stuff, how we take and deal with and do things every day in our lives. Because what we always do is we always work with love and from love. All right, so I'm going to let Jennifer say hi. Go ahead.
Hey.
All right. So we always work with love. So when we have a problem in our family, usually what happens is one of us will say, hey, man, we got to clear that. We got to change that. We got to be free of that. So let's address it, and then we'll come together at the table, or one of my kids will come downstairs and come and talk to me and say, Mom, I need to do a clearing, or I need to work on my stuff, or I want to create a great guitar lesson, or I want to write a song, or I'm not feeling good today and I'm depressed, and how do I clear that? So we work on our stuff with love every single day. We eat, breathe, live, and sleep this stuff, and this is how we live our greatest lives, and this is what we do and teach. And it's so simple, the formula. It's the Christ formula. Again, this is what our YouTube is all about the law of love energy and teaching you how to be your greatest you. So tonight, Jennifer and me are going to talk about some of our stuff, her issues, my issues, and how we clear them with spirit. Of course, we're comedians too. All right. And we're going to do sage because I've had a whole bunch of clients here this Sunday, and my clients are great, and I'm super grateful, but when you get people who come into the shop, lots of different energies. So we always want a sage to clear anything that isn't healthy for us or doesn't work for us off of us. Okay. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. All right. So Jen, is there anything that you want to work on today that you can think of that you want to do? Or are you going to just laugh the whole time?
I'm gonna laugh.
Figures, right? Well, there'll be a lot of laughter because that's what we do too. We laugh a lot, right? Because that's what love does. It laughs. It enjoys life, all right?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right. Can you think of anything that is with me in our family life, our everyday life that bothers you about me? You know what I'm saying? That isn't working for you as of late.
Not right now. Any other time though, I'd have tons.
Oh, that's funny.
No, really, seriously. I don't know, Lynn. Well, I wanna clear some baby stuff.
Okay. When you say baby stuff, what are you talking about?
Well, I wanna clear I don't know. I go back and forth about wanting baby, not wanting baby.
Okay.
Feeling like I need to have a baby.
And not wanting to have a baby?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's clear and change all this in Jennifer and us so that she can have the healthiest way to be if she chooses to have a baby or not. So clear and change all these consciousnesses that is all of this in our souls and in all we are, be, say, do, and create, and in all that it is in the best way for us and all or something better. And thank you, God, for that for us. By doing this work, speaking it physically or saying it within yourself and doing these words and thoughts create. All right. So what we're doing is we're taking the energy and we're clearing these consciousnesses out of our soul that caused Jennifer and myself, all right, to be wishy-washy. Think we want to have a baby, not have a baby 1 minute or the other. Excuse me. And then that creates confusion, and it's like a wheel that just keeps on turning and never really goes anywhere. And these are habits and patterns that will show up in other areas of Jen's life as well, where she's not sure she's sure. So let's do a prayer on contradicting habits, patterns, and beliefs where we clear that out. Thank you, God, for that for us in our souls and all we are, be, say, do, and create, and any consciousness that is all of this, clear, heal, and change all this in all of us, in our souls and all we are, be, say, do, and create in the best way for us and all or something better. And thank you, God, for that for us. So see how we do this? We sit down. All right, what else do you got, Jem? Anything?
No, I just want to be done with that.
Done with what? Any unwellness in regards to
Yeah, with
having
the
a
baby,
baby
yeah.
and losing a baby and being any kind of toxic in that space, creating your baby to be unwell and you to be unwell, subconsciously and consciously and in all ways, all consciousnesses. That is all of this. And Jennifer and me, clear, heal, and change all this in our souls and in all we are, be, say, do, and create, and in all that it is, in the best way for us and all or something better. Thank you, God. Thank you, love, for that for us. In the best way for us and or something better. So this is one of the things we do. All right, we ask to clear out the habits and patterns, and then this YouTube will give you a better idea of how we do this work, and it's every day. So tomorrow, if Jennifer has stuff, she's going to talk to me about it, and she'll clear it out. My kids do the same thing. I do the same thing. Sometimes they tell me shit about me that I don't always want to hear, and I'm like, oh fuck, I do that, and that doesn't help me, But you know by how it feels if it's something that needs to go. All right, if it doesn't feel good, or you've been trying to do something and you're not moving forward, then you have some stuff that doesn't work for you, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna ask Spirit now, and again, you can use the same exact prayers, the same exact energy to create what you want to happen as well. So I'm gonna ask Spirit for some good things that to clear, heal, and change for me right now. To share with you. So today I come into the shop and my sister has her stuff all over the place, right? Her books all over the place, right? We're supposed to have people in here on the couch, right, to do our work. And Jennifer's got books, her computer, her phone, everything that is Jennifer's all over the place. It's not just in one little space like here on the table. It's fucking everywhere, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, that doesn't work for me, God. And then she's like, well, too bad, Lynn, And then I'm like, okay, when she says that, I know she's upset about it. She didn't like that I didn't like it, and it upset me, and I upset her, and I don't like stuff all over the place because it's not good for business, and I don't care for it, for me either, right? And I don't want people to trip on it, right? So these are all the ways that these things are toxic, right? So then what do? We ask God to clear, heal, and change all of this in us, in our souls, and in all we are, be, say, do, and create, and in all that it is, in the best way for us and all or something better. And thank you, God, for that for us. So now we're clearing out all the consciousnesses that is all of these things and has to do with that. It's that simple. You take a look at your reality and instantly when you walk into somewhere and you're like, oh, that doesn't work for me. Like one of our practitioners came in one day and threw his jacket on the floor. We love him very much, but Jennifer was like, ah! She's like, who the fuck throws their jacket on the floor?
I morphed into my sister.
Yeah, she's right? So let's clear the consciousness that blames everything on your sister, all right, and other people, as well as the consciousness that got super upset about the dude throwing his jacket on the floor. And then, where is this a reflection of us throwing our stuff around, right? And all consciousness that has to do with that was this whole thing, clear, heal, and change all of that in us, in our souls, and all we are, be, say, do, and create, and all that it is, in the best way for us and all or something better. And thank you, God, for that for us. So you're getting an idea of how you can see things that happen to you every single day in your life and how what happens affects you and how you can clear, heal, and change it and create what you want to happen. You can then ask, and this is what we usually do at the end, but sometimes we do it in the middle, where I'll ask Spirit or Source or Love, right? I'll ask them for the best way to be with the books, the best way to hang my coat or my jacket, the best way that he does that. Do you say from love in the highest form? And that happens for us. And thank you, God, for that for us, from love in the highest form, in the best way for us and all or something better. Do you see? Okay, so let me ask for more. Do you have anything you want to add? Come on, no, Jen, you can do this. I think she has a little bit of YouTube shyness. So let's clear that. Clear, heal, and change Jennifer's YouTube shyness, right? And anything in me that has that too. Clear, heal, and change all this in our souls and all we are, be, say, do, and create, and all that it is in the best way for us and all or something better. And thank you, God, for that for us, right? Okay, another thing, let's say, do you have anything yet or not yet? Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask Spirit, okay, what else? I'm going to say a prayer too. I'm going to ask Source or Love Energy again that they keep the heat at a certain temperature that is best for our shop. So it's not too hot and it's not too cold. And we're free of running up the bills in a toxic, unwell way. That's not from the highest form of love, right? And that's wasteful and doesn't behoove us. right? And we're free from the consciousness that believes that it is happening, and the consciousness in us that believes that that's toxic, all right? And the consciousness in us that is unhealthy and not coming from the highest form of love. With all of this, clear, heal, and change all these things in us, in our soul, and in all we are, be, say, do, and create in our souls, and in all we are, be, say, do, and create in the best way for us and all, or something better. Okay, and the other thing you can do is when you don't know what to pray on, just put it in a group. Like, let's say I have, like one time we did a class here, right? And there was like 30 people, and this is a crazy thing, right? We had like 30 people in here. It was a really busy night. We had this one customer, and I was talking to this other customer, right? And I just said to her, hey, well, you got to get off the couch. And I was teasing her, saying that she was lazy. And this other woman in the group, right? The group of the class, right? I'm teaching, and she screams at me like from 2 or 3 seats over, and she goes, in front of everybody, she goes, you're a bitch. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, I can't believe she said that to me. She called me, right? Because apparently the way I talked to this other, student in my class, she didn't like. So she decided to wail her shit at me, and she called me a bitch. So instantly I'm like, okay, God, what do I do, right? Because that's like, I'm supposed to be a spiritual teacher, right? And I'm like, holy fuck, this woman just screamed at me in front of all these people and called me a bitch, right? And my people space would be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you too, right? That's what my people space would say. But I'm like, okay, God, I need you to handle this now, please, from love, because that's what I do and teach. So instantly, oh, thank you. Instantly, I'm going to say, okay, Spirit, clear, heal, and change all this for me, right? And give me the best way to speak to this woman from love. Speak through me from love now, please. Handle this from love, right? And then before you know it, universe is speaking through me to handle this situation. And then there's no confrontation. I'm not screaming and yelling at her. And I am in the healthiest space of love with what I teach and do, because this is the formula from love to handle everything. Now, if I had told her to fuck off, then truly that would have been the right answer for her in love, right? But this woman, she tried to humiliate me. She did this in front of a whole bunch of other people, right? She misinterpreted what I was saying. She didn't see the God's honest truth. And of course, as a student, and we're all students, we're all always learning. But with all of these things that she is reflecting to me in this moment, right? And she lashed out and yelled and attacked me verbally, right? So then I have to go and I say, well, you know what? I want to clear all these things out of me, right? Clear, heal, and change all this in me and my soul, and all I am, be, say, do, and create. And for Jen as well, in our souls, and all we are, be, say, do, and create from the highest form of love that exists in this reality, any reality, and all that is. And thank you, God, for that for us. So universe will then speak through me and handle this situation. Do you see? And so it doesn't have to be a human shitstorm in Earth world. You know what I mean? So anything we do, we can bring to love in the moment, just like when I just talked about this class, right? And when Jen has her stuff all over, everything is anything that you can clear, heal, change, and create with love. That's what free will is. You can do anything if you so choose. So Jennifer, what else do you want to add? Oh, you ready? Okay. Great. Okay, go ahead, Jen. This way it isn't just the Lynn Clearing show while Jennifer watches. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, I'm doing all these weird things on camera.
Good. So clear, heal, and change all of that in us. And clear, heal, and change the consciousness in us that thinks we're not good enough. Our YouTubes aren't good enough. Our talking isn't good enough. How we are isn't good enough. That people don't love us, and we're worried about people loving us.
Yeah, all these things.
Yeah. and we're toxic to ourselves, and we're our own worst critics, and we're unwell in that space. So clear, heal, and change all that for all of us in our souls and in all we are, be, say, do, and create, and all that it is. In the best way for us and all, or something better from the highest form of love that exists in this reality, any reality, and all that is. Very simply, that's all you got to do. Super cool, right? Just start looking at your lives. What doesn't work for you, the second you don't feel good about something, take a look at it. Because whatever is happening in your reality and in your heart space where you're feeling stuff tells you the truth about what is going on with you and what it behooves you to address, clear, create, do change, right? And this is all part of what we do. We can teach you how to do it. This is all part of the systems of the highest form of enlightenment, the Christ consciousness teachings that universe channels through me, that we teach to help others, and we live our lives from this space. So when we're at home at the table and somebody has a problem with what somebody says at lunch, or somebody doesn't like this, or somebody gets pissed off at somebody about that, and they get butthurt, or whatever the fuck it is, we clear, heal, and change it, and put the best way to be in place of that from love. And thank you, God, for that for us always. And this really is the formula of how you're going to have the happiest, healthiest relationships all across the board in your life. So we create the best lunch before I even go home for lunch. And then if there's a problem that needs to be cleared or healed or changed, we address it right away in the moment. Everything, again, is also about the now. The now is super important. The now to address our shit, because when things are not addressed, they become a snowball of a shitstorm. And then before you know it, Jennifer is pissed off about me about something, right? And then 2 weeks later, when she finally stews on it and cooks it up in her soul pot, right? Then she's going to be like, Lynn, fuck you, one morning in the kitchen over coffee. And I'm going to be like, okay, what is going on, Jennifer? What do we got to clear, heal, and change? And we all have those moments. We are human, right? So this is really the formula from love that's going to be the easiest, best, fastest way for you to change your life, live your greatest life all of the time, in the now, into the future, and create at the same time. Because what we teach is the whole pie of love energy that is God, not just bits and pieces, the whole picture, all that is love energy in the highest form, Christ consciousness. This is what we do. And this is the clearings that I'm talking about. By seeing how we do it, it gives you better insight. And you can all have these prayers for you, because I bet you every single one of you guys has some of this that's got to go in you, because that's the grand design. What we are is what we attract. It may not be exactly the same as what we have. However, it will surely be in alignment and very much like that, because that's how it works. Okay. All right. So anything else you want to clear real quick with our last few minutes?
Well, I want to pray that I love the video.
Okay. Thank you, God, for us loving the video, for us loving us, for you loving us and us loving you, and that we have the best time always when we do these videos and we make you laugh and you guys love us and we love you, and just have a great time all the time in our lives and when we do YouTubes, and that we always teach the God's honest truth from love in the highest form of love, right? And always do, be, say, are that in everything we are, be, say, do, and create in the highest form that exists in this reality, any reality, and all that is. And thank you, God, for that for us. Yeah. So here we are. And if you can see, Jen says, and thank you, God, for that for me. Because when I say this for Jennifer. I send out that energy for Jennifer. And a lot of times I'll be like, and for my family and for all you guys. And here's these prayers for you and this energy clearing for you. Because that's what this really is. It's not your traditional Our Father who are in heaven prayer. Doesn't mean, like with the church and what the church would do. This is about a more radical kind of prayer. A prayer from love. All right. Which really all prayer is communicating with source from love, asking and receiving and creating what you want, and knowing how to work with love energy in the highest form to create your greatest life. And we all already have that right here in our highest heart self, in our souls. Okay? Anything else you want to say, Jen, as we wrap it up for tonight?
Well, I feel bad. I want you to love the video too.
Oh, I do. I asked for that. So I will. Okay. Thank you, God, for that for us. And let's clear the consciousness in you that feels bad and wants to take on other people's stuff. Feel bad for me, right? Clear, heal, and change all that in us, right? From love, in the best way for us, in our souls, and all we are, be, say, do, and create, and all that it is. And thank you, God, for that for us. So tonight we're going to wrap it up here from Virginia Beach, Virginia, at the Institute for Christ Consciousness and the Copper Dragon with my sister Jennifer, all right, and Lynn Renee McDonald, all right, for Practical Spirituality Live. And if you want to work with us to bang out your stuff, clear it out, learn what it is that we teach, there is no doubt in my mind that you will live your greatest life, and to whatever amazingness that you so desire, whether it be small, medium, large, whatever it is that you want. And you can really, truly, and do truly live your highest heart self. All right. Many blessings to you all. Thank you, God, for all these prayers for everybody and all who so desire them, and all this energy work that is this from the highest form of love that exists in this reality, any reality, and all that is. And thank you, God. And thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. Do share, do subscribe, and do practice what we teach, because you will fucking change your life. Thank you so much. And in the fastest way. Thanks, God. Thanks, guys. See you soon.